welcome back to another favorites video. This one is for April of 2023, and admittedly, it's a pretty short list this month. I mean, it's a short month, too, to be fair, but just in general, I don't know, I fell down a lot of rabbit holes and got stuck in a lot of different specific things to where I didn't really venture too far out anything and just kind of stayed in my damn lane, as it were. But anyway, so first couple things. Couple lippies, both by the same brand. Crazy Rumors. We all know how much I love them. First one comes as no surprise to anybody, especially me and Mr. Mayo, who is still teasing me about it, and it's amazing. The key lime pie one, it's so damn good, guys. But also the rose cardamom. Like, I have honestly been loving on both of these pretty equally hard ever since I opened them, so absolutely enjoying the crap out of these. So there's those, and the other makeup item that made it to my faves for this past month is from Trust Fund Beauty. Is their nail polish in Staycation. It's what I have on right now. It's this gorgeous, almost pool blue with like a hint of lavender in there. It's really pretty. It wears really well. More importantly, I can play all my instruments without it even like barely chipping. I can go in the pool. It shocks me how well this wears. So this is a winner in my book. I have no idea how long it's going to be before I actually shift colors, but I am just like, oh, I'm so delighted with how this one works. Since it's May, I'll probably at some point defect to Sally Bowles Green again, but I'll probably come right back to this after. I don't know. Anyway, so then also kind of in the same vein, not really makeup, but it's still like self-care, body care, whatever. I know it's weird to include a deodorant, but with the native deodorants, like, the scents are so oddly specific that sometimes, you know what, they make it in. And this is one of those times. It's the Sweet Peach and Nectar. I still haven't even, like, filmed a review yet. I still need to, and I better hurry up before it's gone. But, like, oh my god. Hearing about this one in concept, obviously, I knew it sounded like something I'd love just on concept, but I didn't know if I'm gonna be real, I didn't expect it to work. Something that smells like peach rings, is that really gonna work as a deodorant? I thought, yeah, it's gonna smell nice and probably not actually do shit, but oh, I was wrong. This stuff actually kicks ass. I was like, I so did not expect this to actually work, but it actually does really well. And it's like my favorite scent from them ever so far, so I'm like, I'm buying more of this. Like, honestly, I got it when it first came out, and now they have it back again right now and with their candy collection, so it's just like, well, if ever there's a perfect time to stock up on more, this would be the time! So now that I know it's good, I'm probably going to buy some more, because honestly, I mean, if you can smell like a peach ring and have it do its job, why would you ever not? Why would you ever not? Just saying. So, that's it for those type of items. Next thing isn't so much an item, it's kind of the resurgence of a hobby that I fell in love with years ago, then kind of went into dormancy as like the knitting and crocheting took over, since I could actually turn a profit with those and crank stuff out relatively quickly, would have a lot more just like instant gratification with those. I could whip something out in like one afternoon versus months, if not years, of working on a single project. But it's cross-stitching. I never really stopped cross-stitching, it just has been very quiet on the back burner for a lot of years, and mostly just like very small projects, like a bookmark or something, like little things, or like a very small little thing in a hoop. Little ones. Yeah, well, this is the first time in, I don't know how many years that I actually made a pattern again. I think the last pattern I made was back when Robin Williams died and I was like grief crafting and I did the Mork and Mindy. That was the last one of those that I actually made for myself. I've made patterns for other people since then, loads, but like, this is the first one I made for myself since then. Most of my cross-stitch projects have been ones where I made my own pattern and went from there, but this is no exception, and it's the one that I've been updating you guys with online as the mystery cross-stitch, and it's becoming less mystery-ish all the time, and sneak peek for those of you who follow that and follow these, you get to see a little bit further on this before the next update on that. I feel like it's quickly being given away what it is all of a sudden. Just saying. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's already guessable, but maybe not. And nobody's peeped up so much as a little bit in making a guess on what they think it is. Therefore, still a mystery. Anyway. Also, remembering that I have these! My Eiffel Tower rose gold scissors! I forgot about these! So, you know, those have been with this too, but God, it's one of those things where it's just like, I walk away from a craft for a while, come back to it, it's just like, I forgot how much I enjoy this. Like, yeah, it's a very, very slow-moving craft. Like, I could sit there, like, if I had nothing else to do, I could work on it from the time I got up till I went to bed, and probably have covered maybe a space like this big. It's a very slow craft, guys, but yeah, and especially since I don't have a lot of days where I can throw that kind of time at it anymore, unlike back when I did my Liza one, aka the first one, about 10 years ago. I worked on that legit from the time I got up till I went to sleep for about 3 months solid to do that one. And I'm still like, man, I kind of miss those days, but I didn't have to, like, work or anything. It was a very different time, very different setup, so yeah, I can't throw, like, the entirety of my waking hours at this, but that's okay, because it also keeps me from, like, hitting a point of burnout, too. Like, a lot of times during the week, I either don't get to work on it at all, or I only do very, very minimally, but on the weekends is where I make my big leaps on it. Well, big. I mean, in terms of the whole overall project, it's pretty small area that's being covered, but I mean, just in terms of progress being made on it, yeah. Anyway, so there's that. Then, a newbie to me that Kimberly turned me on to is the Trader Joe's Spicy Chai Tea Latte Mix. I still need to review this too, but oh my God. So she bought this first, and she's like, I know you like to try, like, new snacks and drinks and all kinds of stuff like that. Do you want to try this with me? And I was like, yes. Oh my God, yes. And she made me a cup. I was like, oh, this stuff is fucking magical. I have a cup of it right here, actually. I don't want it to get cold while I'm making this, so you do have to, like, re-stir it and stuff as it sits for a bit, just so it doesn't settle at the bottom, but oh my God, it is so yummy. You don't have to drink it hot. You can do it cold, too. It has directions for cold. I haven't done it cold yet, but oh my God, it is so yummy. And honestly, taste-wise, it is so similar to one of those Blend Jet Jetpack ones. I forget if it was the regular chai or, but it was one of them that I'm like, it is damn near identical. And the whole thing of this is about what one of those packs costs. Because this was like maybe $4 for the whole thing, but here's the thing that I didn't realize when I bought it. This whole canister is about 5 cups. Had I realized that when I bought it, I would have bought like 3 or 4 of these canisters, like dead ass, like not even joking, because you know I'm gonna whip through this like nobody's business. I have been pacing myself just knowing that I kind of have to make it last a little bit. I'm gonna try to go back before Mother's Day to like get some orchids for my mom, but like while I'm there, may as well also get these, but I have to make this one last until whatever day we go for those. But anyway, yeah, this stuff is incredible if you love chai. And I love this because it does like the chai latte correctly every time. I, for whatever reason, cannot mix them to save my life. If I try to just do it from scratch, I cannot do it. I don't know why. My sister's just like, I don't see how you fuck this up every time. She makes them for me, and they taste great pretty much every time. There have been like a couple outliers where I was like, but usually they're pretty damn great. And I try to do it exactly like she did it, and it tastes different. And I'm like, why? Why does it always suck when I do it? But with these, it's great every time. I'm like, haha, this is what it will take. Fine, I'm on board. Bring it. I will buy all the things. Anyway, so there is that. And then into stuff that I don't have physical items to show for. We have the Super Mario Brothers movie, Obvi. Went and saw that opening day. Honestly, kind of want to go see it in the theater again. Like, I am not even joking. I loved it that much. I kind of love that goofy-ass Peaches song has become so viral. Like, just, I had no idea it was going to be like that. And yet here we are a month later, and it's just everywhere, and it is not slowing down. I'm like, oh my god, Jack Black, this may be like the pinnacle of your career. Did you have any idea this was going to be the pinnacle of your career? Because even School of Rock didn't get this kind of saturation. You know it's good when people are shipping the villain with Peach instead of Mario now. What has happened? That song is what happened. But yeah, that. And because of all the hype with that, and in revisiting so much of, like, the Nintendo properties, it also led me down an interesting rabbit hole. Not the first time that I've wandered down it, to be fair, but, like, really, really, like, deep immersion into it. There's, like, a whole-ass genre of Beatles covers done entirely in the style of, like, Nintendo sounds and styles. Some of them being so specific as to, like, specific games, even. I wish I had jotted down the channel name. I know I follow them, but I forget the channel name offhand, but there is one that is, like, so spot on that I just... Again, it's not the first time that I've done this, but I have definitely been known to, like, spend hours listening to these. Most people probably are good with, like, 1 or 2 at a time, maybe 3. Just songs, not hours. And I'm over here like, I will lose an entire afternoon, entire evening into this. I give no fucks. Anyway, so, what else? Okay, so, since I've also been watching, that, what is it, the Grease Rise of the Pink Ladies, it's really left me just, like, missing the original Grease, especially that first episode. So, the Grease soundtrack, that has also been in super heavy rotation. First time I've dug that out in, I don't know how many years, like, I think the last time that I went through such a kick on the Grease soundtrack, I think I was still picking up Kimmy from school. So that's, like, at least a solid 10, 12, maybe 15 years ago? Question mark? Like, it was towards the start of this channel long ago. Like, back when I did that cover of Hopelessly Devoted to You, like, a gazillion years ago. Yeah, around that time. And that's why I did that one, because I was, like, listening to the Grease soundtrack every freaking day for whatever the hell reason. I don't know why I got such a kick of that one album, but I was on such a kick. And then just, like, I never stopped liking it. I never really burnt out on it. Just eventually moved on to another thing, as I do. And now we're, like, right back in that little pocket again. I'm like, I should have known when the Bee Gees snuck up on me with the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack that Grease was soon to follow. I should have freaking known, because these two, for me, tend to go hand in hand. I entirely blame Travolta for this, for all of the above. Even though he's not even the one singing, at least in Saturday Night Fever. He does in Grease, obviously, but, like, I notice he is the common denominator here, and I'm like, I should have seen this coming, but I didn't. Even had Grease Rise of the Pink Ladies not been a thing, I feel like this probably still would have happened at the same timing, so just saying. And then the final thing that snuck in the 11th hour of the last day onto the list is the same thing that I just made a vlog about. All the, like, AI covers, mostly, like, the AI Beatle covers, but just, in general, the AI covers that are done well. Not the shitty ones. I don't give a crap about the shitty ones that, like, sound robotic. No. I mean the good ones that sound convincing. And I already, like, said my piece on this of, yeah, I'm worried about the implications that it has in people misusing it, or people using it incorrectly and trying to pass it off as real when they're not. Yeah, obviously that concerns the shit out of me and worries me to death. But, yeah. On the other hand, when they're done well, when they're done real well, I have really been enjoying them, and I've been in such a deep rabbit hole with these two. I just, oh my gosh. I am like searching them on the daily now, and more of them keep popping up, and I'm like, I'm loving this so much. Like, occasionally there's still a shitty one that sneaks in here or there, like, as people are like also learning how to do them. I still haven't learned how to do them yet, but other people are, and I'm kind of like encouraging them with ideas, the ones that are doing them well, hoping that maybe they'll use some of my ideas so I don't have to learn how to do the thing. Like, oh my god, I'm having fun with this. Like, I know it's a very divisive topic. I know that some people love it, some people hate it. There's not a lot of in between. I get that. I understand 100% if it's not for you. Totally respect that. I get it. But I'm still having fun with it, so anyway. But yeah, those are my April faves, so hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and give this video a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, until next time, see ya.